A reading from the Gospel of John, chapter 1, verses 1 through 14. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things came into being through him, and without him not one thing came into being. What has come into being in him was life, and the life was the light of all people. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not overcome it. There was a man sent from God, whose name was John. He came as a witness to testify to the light, so that all might believe through him. He himself was not the light, but he came to testify to the light. The true light, which enlightens everyone, was coming into the world. He was in the world, and the world came into being through him, yet the world did not know him. He came to what was his own, and his own people did not accept him. But to all who received him, who believed in his name, he gave power to become children of God, who were born, not of blood, or of the will of the flesh, or of the will of man, but of God. And the Word became flesh, and lived among us, and we have seen his glory, the glory as of a Father's only Son, full of grace and truth.
The sacred story tells us that it was on this night that God's greatest gift was given. But the story does not end there. It goes on to show us how to respond to that wondrous gift with offerings of our own. Now, we probably don't have any frankincense in our pockets, and chances are that we have no myrrh in our purses. We may not even possess even a glimmer of gold. But what we do have is the greatest resource of all, God's love in our hearts. By that love, let us care and give like never before. By that caring and with the greatest of joy, let us give our offerings this night to the United Church of Christ's Christmas Fund, so that the church's retired clergy and lay staff might know the miracle of love through our generosity. Let your gifts be that generosity which shows love.
In the beginning, God dreamed of a beautiful world.
In Egypt, the Israelites dreamed of freedom.
In the wilderness, the people dreamed of safety.
In Jerusalem, the people dreamed of a Messiah.
In Bethlehem, the shepherds and the wise men dreamed of a new beginning.
Then, several years later, Jesus walked this earth and dreams came true.
The sick were healed, and the poor had food.
The forgotten and ignored were seen.
The children were welcomed.
Everyone was invited to the table, and the world has never been the same.
So tonight, we are those who dream.
Tonight, we dream the same dreams of our ancestors before us.
Tonight, we dream of justice and mercy, of love and kindness, of peace and hope.
Tonight, we dream of a God that draws near to us out of unfailing love.
May this candle be a reminder that there will be a day when every dream will be fulfilled. And until then, we will be those who dream.
May God give you the gifts of love, peace, joy, and hope this Christmas. Let us remember these gifts and remember to make room in our hearts as we celebrate the greatest gift of all, Jesus Christ. Amen.